Gem people. Right, Gem people. Yes, it is time for a pickups video and I can't wait. What's happening, guys? Gemma here and back again for another pickups video, and I cannot wait. This is from the Play Expo. Last Saturday, if you saw this video right here, you would have seen my auntie and I doing a little bit of game hunt for you guys, and we have got some Super Nintendo, Sega Mega Drive, original Xbox, Sega Saturn, PlayStation 1, N64, PSP. I'm super excited to show you guys. I really do love pickups videos because it's just, you know, the collection's just growing and it's just nice to share it with you guys, and I love seeing everybody's responses as well. So without further ado, guys, I'm going to start with my 4 PlayStation 1 titles. Let's go. So first up then, guys, is may actually come as no surprise. It is Alundra 2. I have been dropping mild hints at this. I talked about Alundra 1. And I think I talked about Alundra 1 last week, and I mentioned something about Alundra 2 on Twitter. I've never played it, but I love the first one. It's definitely a PS1 game you must play. I spoke about it in this video as well as another video. I'm really enthusiastic about it. I really am excited to play it, but I know from you good people that it's not as good as the first. That's fine. This was 15 quid, not a bad price in the slightest. The chap said he had 4 copies throughout that first day, and by the time I'd got there, I'd got the last copy. So that's the first game, Alundra 2. Next up then, guys, is Destruction Derby Raw, which funnily enough, I've never ever played. So I'm going to make a prediction. I predict that it is going to be shit in comparison to Destruction Derby 1 and Destruction Derby 2. But this is where you good people come in on pickups videos. If you see anything here, smash a comment and let me know your interpretation of it, because everybody's going to have a different vibe on what these games, you know, how they play. But I wanted it because I have the first, I have the second, I think I have the double case and the single case of the first and the second, just looking over there. So I wanted to kind of pick that up. Next up then, guys, shock horror, excuse the pun with the horror. I didn't own a copy of Silent Hill. Yeah, I didn't own it. Of all these thousands of games around this room, Silent Hill was not in there. Now I need to get this sticker off, which you'll see anyway. But you know what? It's aged terribly, it plays very badly, but the story is great and the atmosphere is really what pulls Silent Hill through. I bloody love it, absolutely love it. So I think what did I pay for that? I think I may have paid £15 for it. Not a bad price, not a bad price. And the 4th PlayStation 1 game is Lemmings, and oh no, more Lemmings. Bit of a mouthful, but I don't think you can go wrong with this. It's just that kind of really nice fun series, a series that I first became familiar with back on the old PCs in my school. I started secondary school, or rather what you would call high school if you're in North America, in 1994, so I think around 1996 I used to kind of smash a lot of Lemmings on the PC in the CDT block in school. Really loved it, and I've actually don't see that one very often on the PlayStation 1, so that is why I picked it up. Those are my first 4 games. Let's see what else I've got. Okay, some Sega goodness now then. I'm going to show you, making sure I've got them all, 4 Sega Mega Drive, or rather Sega Genesis, and actually I think I have 2 of them unboxed, but that's absolutely fine because I'd much rather have boxed anyway. So first up then, guys, is a nice copy of Marble Madness on the Sega Mega Drive. I do believe, pause, not literally yes, I do believe I have it on the NES. I was just scanning there. I picked that up from Scotland actually when I was on some training with work a few years back. And this is box complete. Now, anybody knows that Marble Madness is bloody difficult to play. Needless to say, I am absolutely shit on it, but I like it, I really do. It's that kind of whole anything that's kind of the isometric art style, and I'm just all over it, and Marble Madness really taps into that for me. So that is the first Sega Mega Drive game. We'll put it in front of the Super Nintendo games, okay? Okay, so we've got 3 more Mega Drive games before we finish through this pile. I feel I need to show these all together because they're all linked. So I'm going to do just that. So we're going to go Micro Machines, which I do believe I have a copy of unboxed. Guess what's next? Micro Machines 2 Turbo Tournament. Now this is the one I played the most as a kid. This was on the SEGA Mega Drive. A friend that I used to kind of, I think he was 2 years younger than me, so when I was about 16 he was about 14, and I used to kind of babysit for him while his mum was at work in the school holidays from like 9 till 12. And you know, we would just sit and play the SEGA Mega Drive on their old CRT TV for like hours and hours. And this again, bit of a nostalgia punch for me there. And following on was a game my auntie picked up. It was the military version of Micro Machines, which I don't own. And again, I don't see around very often, and I don't even recall seeing this much as a kid. So all of them are box complete. Up to 4 players this as well, so super, super cool, super stoked. And I just thought it was a really nice kind of trilogy to get, the Micro Machines trilogy there, so that's pretty darn cool. And it's all, you know, you've got to have some SEGA goodness. They do have some more SEGA games, some Saturn games to show you guys, but that's it for the SEGA Mega Drive. I'm deliberately saving, I'm going to put these down, I am deliberately saving my favourite game until last. The creme de la creme of this haul, the boxed Super Nintendo game that I picked up, so that will be the last game, but I'm going to show you a Dreamcast game and 2 Sega Saturn games, nothing overly surprising. We're going to start with the Saturn games then, guys. I actually own a copy of this on the PS1. It is exhumed. I actually thought I had it, but when I went through my kind of shelf cleanup, you guys saw the video to that a few weeks ago, I realised I didn't actually have a copy. Now, it is Doom kind of meets Ancient Egypt is the best way I can think to describe it. And I just bloody love it. Anything FPS, you know, on the Sega Saturn, I'm all over it. I actually, for me personally, find this version a little bit more stable than the PlayStation 1 version. Don't know why that is, but nonetheless, I just kind of wanted it, so I bought it. Next up then, Lemmings. Again, it's priced £7 there, but on the spine it was 6, so I got it for 6. Again, you know, a game I didn't have. It's a kind of staple title across that kind of 32-bit era. And you can't really go wrong with Lemmings. Again, I've already spoken about it because I picked up the PS1. Oh no, not more Lemmings. So there's not really much I can say about it. But again, I was trying to look for Saturn titles that you don't come across as much, and Lemmings for me, I don't know why, it could just be me, that you know, you don't see very often. Final Sega title out of this little haul is a game that I actually used to play on the PlayStation over the Sega Dreamcast back in the day, and it is Vigilante 8. Second offence, I had to kind of read that there, I was like, oh, I don't have my glasses on. Love this. It kind of reminds me of like Twisted Metal. Don't know if you guys are familiar with Twisted Metal as well. Just smashing the crap. It's almost like that kind of like, it reminds me of like, you know, the bowl in Destruction Derby 1 when everybody's just going for it and it's just absolute chaos. It's mindless, and it's, again, there's a part of gaming for me that is very mindless, and Vigilante 8 taps right into that, and I think this was only £8. So for me, I thought that was quite, which shelf am I going to put it on? For me, I thought that was quite a decent price. So, got Exhumed, Lemmings 3D, and Vigilante 8. We ain't done yet, guys. Let's see what's next. Next up then, we're going to go Xbox Original, we're going to go N64, and we're going to go PSP. Now, again, with this original Xbox, I'll just kind of sink down, sit in, go, come back up. I do have this on the PS2, and so this is kind of purely for a kind of collector's purpose. It is the double edition of GTA 3 and GTA Vice City. It is boxed complete, absolutely mint, or everything is in there, maps, you name it. Really nice packaging. Rockstar do not hold back when they package their games. I think Jess found the PS2 version for this, of this in a charity shop, but this was £10, and I actually don't think that's too bad at all. I actually don't own any of the Grand Theft Auto games on original Xbox, so for me, picking that up as a double pack was kind of like a no-brainer, ultimately, and you can't go wrong, guys. I think, but for me, Vice City Pips 3, I don't know what you guys think, whether you're a Vice City or a GTA 3 fan, let me know in the comments, but not bad for £10. Now, this was the only game, I actually had an unboxed copy. I don't know where the flipping hell it went. So I knew I wanted to get a box copy of this. Was the only game that I had on a list. It is an absolute N64 must play. It is Beetle Adventure Racing. It is such a good game. Such a good flipping game. I'm not going to swear. I'm trying not to swear. But it very surprising actually, because again, I've always said I've not a huge fan of races, but yeah, this for me is worth dipping back onto the N64 for, along with, well, numerous other titles. But this is an absolute hidden gem. If you've not played Beetle Adventure Racing, go and snag yourself a copy. I paid 21 quid for this. It is complete in box, or box complete if you're a bit more old school. So yeah, had to have that. Final, well, not final game, because I've got a really nice SNES game over here. Snagged a copy of Silent Hill Origins, box complete. Always a fan of Silent Hill games, especially on the PSP. I don't know why, there's just something about playing a Silent Hill game on a handheld. Don't know why, but I think that was a £5. So, one final game to show you guys, and it's my favourite out of the lot. Yes! My favourite game, right, okay, I'll calm down. It's rare. I want to say it's rare. Especially box, which it is. And it's got a Sentinel case on it, or a Shark Protector case. We use the Shark Protector case. It is the follow-up to Zombies, or Zombies Ate My Neighbours if you're in North America. It is Ghoul Patrol. Ghoul Patrol box complete. Really, really bloody nice condition. I probably paid, I kind of checked it on eBay. You can get this for £40, like it was selling completed listings for about 40 quid, and I paid 40 quid for it, which I don't think is too bad in the slightest. Now I know it's not as good as Zombies, I know it's not as good, but I've never seen a box copy of this, only unboxed, and even then, that is a dime a dozen. It's absolutely rare as hell. So wow, it was in like the back. I don't know if any of you guys saw the tour video, but there is a clip of this. And it was just one of the first purchases I made, so that will, because I'm going to be sorting this shelf out soon, mission number 2, which is going to be filmed, and that is going to have an awesome pride of place on the Super Nintendo shelf. So Ghoul Patrol, there we go guys, that concludes quite a decent stack of PS2 games, of retro games, comes to about 200 quid's worth. So there we go. Thank you for watching. Pickups videos always make me smile. I know you guys are always asking. Somebody asked me recently, do one a week, and I don't think you realise that to that person that I spend £200–300 a time. Like, I'm not made of money. I can't do one a week, you know, unless I split them up and split hauls up. I'd rather just do bulk hauls, make a powerful video, and you guys can let me know your thoughts in the comments. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment and subscribe. It is Saturday today. I hope you guys are having a great day. I'm going to be playing the Infinite Warfare beta multiplayer on PS4 if you want to join me on stream later. But for now, have a beautiful day. My name's Gemma. Take care. See you soon.